Oh, hi. I was just in the middle of going through some of my stuff here, but you know, while you're here, why don't I show you some of my bags? I just got done situating some, and I have a few here that I wanted to tell some people about, so I might as well do that now. So the type of bag that I want to talk to you today about is an FPV mini quad bag or backpack. Right here I've got one that I think is really good. I found a really good price and feature set on this bag, so I'm going to talk about that. But before I do that, let me just show you what I was using and why I'm switching. So previous to this bag, I had in use a Red Wing 50, and so this is pretty much for backpacking. It's a really big bag, and it has lots of compartments and all kinds of fancy things, but it's really geared towards backpacking and hiking and camping. So the problem I found with that is where it held all of my stuff, it's really bulky and it's really hard to just throw in the back seat and have everything be where I need it quickly and easily and be able to transport these things. What I also used are these. Because I had so much room, I was able to put my radio in here, and I had all my batteries inside here, and everything fit pretty good. But again, it was too big. So I decided to get rid of that. And what I next moved to, and I just got this, but I'm not going to use it. This is the REI Trail 25, and this has been made pretty popular by Mr. Steele, Johnny FPV, Stinger Swarm. So a lot of guys are using this, but the problem I found is that where it's a nice bag, the quality is great, and it's well worth the money, I have to pack everything in such a way that in order to get at things, I have to remove everything and throw that all that stuff somewhere, whether it's in the snow in the winter time or in the dirt. So I had to take everything out of a bag like that, and that's what I had to go through with my other bag. So I really don't want to use this. I like it, but I don't think I'm going to keep it because it's not really set up the way I want. So then I also got this type of bag. Now, this was like $27 on Amazon, and this is a tactical bag. It's a Fieldline tactical. It's got a lot of loops and things that you can hook your quad to. It's got a decent amount of room inside for the size that it is, but I found that it just doesn't have enough room if I'm to put my radio in another pouch. So I'm not going to go with this. But what I did find is what I think is a perfect bag. And I have a think tank session on the way, so I'm going to do a comparison in another video between these two. Because those other types of bags I just showed you, they don't really work good for me. Maybe they're great for you, but for my type of packing and transporting things around, they just don't work the greatest for me. So what I found, let me just pull up the name of this, the data for you. This is a Bangcool drone bag for a DJI Phantom. So it's set up specifically for that type of quad. So what's so great about this is the fact that it's got tons of room, and I don't need to take things all out just to get at one thing. So if you look at the back here, the whole back panel just has a zipper around it, which is very cushiony and nice and soft. And you can set all of your things on a shelf. So you can pretty much make this however you want. You get these inserts that have Velcro on them, and you can set up shelves, and it's super convenient. Now what I like about that is, so when I get to the field or wherever I'm flying, I just drop this down, and notice how it stands up perfectly on its own. I don't have to worry about laying the bag down in dirt or whatever. Everything's just perfect. So to take out my radio, I just take it out. It has this strap that comes across the front, and you can just Velcro that in, and that holds that from falling out. And that's, so I have my Taranis there. That can't fall out. My goggles go on this shelf, and there's a little belt across there as well. You just pull them out. So one thing at a time you want, that's all you want, your goggles. You're not ready to fly yet, you just want to watch. Just pull out your goggles. Then in the bottom, I have it set up so it fits just nicely my battery back. So all my batteries are in there, and I just slide that in. Very easy. Just to put it back in, you just shove it in there a little bit, and it's in. And then it also came with this pouch that has Velcro all around it. So you can set this pouch anywhere. And so in here I just have an extra antenna and some tools, just some random things that I can get to very easily. And then on the top, I made this little shelf for just some more tools and some standoffs and an extra battery to power up things if things are dead. So that goes in pretty easily. And what's also really nice about this is that you could put in your laptop. I have my old Surface Pro 2, if you've ever seen one of these. These are the old Surface devices, and that just slides right in here. So it's perfect for what I've got going on. But it is tipping over now. When you have this back plate off, it could put it out of balance a little bit. Let me just leave that out for now because my wire's in the way. So I got my power adapter, my mouse, and so it's a little bit front heavy now, so it is kind of tipping over a little bit. But then I just put my quads on the front. It's got a loop, like a section here that you could slide something through, and then on top it has the same thing. So what I've done is I've taken these gear ties. You can get these in Lowe's, Home Depot, Tractor Supply, any kind of hardware store pretty much has them now, and they're really neat. I just have this one, it's probably about 18 inches long, and you just slide it through, put your quad on, and then just wrap it around the arm like that, and it holds it in really nice. And so this will work good even if you don't have the props on, and then I just have the same thing set up on the bottom quad. Another cool thing is that once you are on the front edge, there's another pouch. Let me just take this off. But you can actually get in here very easily to this pouch, even though there's a quad on the front. So in here, I have a bag of props, and then I have another bin with all kinds of miscellaneous things. Then on the bottom, I have a bunch of wires and adapters. There's also some areas to slide things in up here. The only thing about this section of the bag is that it's not super heavy duty, so if you put sharp tools in here, it could rip it. So I'm not going to do anything like that right now. So just shove that back in, put my props here, and close it up. So I found that this bag is really perfect for what I'm trying to do. So you can take those framework pieces and put them in however you want, and configure this inside of the bag just what's perfect for you and to fit your gear. So we all kind of use similar stuff, but some people may be using things that are different sizes. And if you're using the standard popular gear that everyone seems to be using, the FatSharks, the Taranis, they're going to fit really nicely in this bag, and they're going to be safe. So you don't have to worry about putting them in another case or pouch and then stuffing that inside of a bag. You can fit 2 quads on the outside of this easily. I would imagine that if I had a couple more, I could fit another one here and another one here. There's something to put those gear ties to. A lot of people use Velcro, but I suggest using the gear tie. You can just attach those to anything, wrap it around really quickly, and it stays nice and sturdy. It has some pouches on the side. Oh, it also comes with, you guessed it, a rain cover. So if you want to take this into an airport, take your props off if you're traveling on a plane. But just cover that whole thing with this, and it gets covered up really nicely, and no one knows what you've got under there. Nobody's bugging you, and you could just get on that plane pretty easily. So I think it's a great size for overhead bins on a plane. It's also going to definitely fit under the seat, I think. I haven't tried that. I'm getting on a plane this weekend, so I'll try that, but I'm pretty sure it will. So what's the verdict? Well, the verdict is this bag is great. It seems to be a generic bag, probably straight from China, and branded as all kinds of different things. But I'll tell you what, the quality is fantastic for the price of $65. It's really well built. It's got a nice sturdy material. It's got a good solid frame to it. So this is my bag of choice right now. I really like this bag, but I do have a think tank session on the way. So I'm going to take a look at that, give it a chance, even though I don't think I'm going to like the way that it's configured and the slots and just putting things in slots while it's laying down. I'm gonna give it a shot, put it against this bag, but as it looks right now, this is my go-to bag. It solved my problems. I'm ready to get out there and use it and fly, and I think it's gonna work out great. Thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned for more videos like this and also just regular old-fashioned flying videos. I'm still learning. I'm really new at this hobby, but I'm hooked just like all of you. So stay tuned and hopefully I'll improve and you can see that and I can learn things from you and you can share things with me. Thanks for watching.